Have you ever thought about where all that plastic we use every day ends up? India generates approximately 26,000 tons of plastic waste every day. And where does it go? Mostly in water bodies, from oceans, rivers, and even inside the fish we eat. Yep, you heard that right. This one major issue has broken the fishing industry in India. So imagine this. You're a fisherman in Kerala, Maharashtra, or Tamil Nadu. You go out for a big catch, hoping to bring in some fresh prawns, fish, and maybe even some crabs. But guess what? Your net comes up loaded with plastic bottles, wrappers, and random junk instead of fish. Frustrating, right? This is the daily reality for thousands of fishermen across India. Fish stocks are declining rapidly, and fishermen are struggling to make a living. Less fish equals less income. And when fishermen can't earn, it doesn't just hurt them. It affects the entire economy of coastal communities. But wait, it's not just the fishermen who are suffering. Consumers, you and me, are also at risk. Why? Because over 90% of the fish we catch now have microplastics inside them. Yep, those tiny plastic bits come from our discarded bags, bottles, and wrappers. And when we eat seafood, we're basically eating plastic too. These microplastics don't just disappear. Scientists have found them in human organs, bloodstreams, and even unborn babies. That's scary, right? And it's not just about health and the environment. The fishing industry in India supports over 14 million people, but plastic pollution is cutting down their earnings, forcing many to quit their jobs and look for other ways to survive. Imagine spending hours at sea, battling waves, working hard, only to catch trash instead of fish. Sounds like a terrible deal, right? Coastal communities are facing huge financial losses, and if this continues, seafood prices will rise, affecting everyone. Restaurants, markets, and everyday consumers like us. But plastic pollution isn't just an ocean problem. It's all connected. The plastic you see on the streets, that eventually washes into drains, leading to rivers and then straight into the sea. Even remote beaches in India are covered in plastic waste that has traveled thousands of kilometers from different cities. And here's the scariest part. Some plastic breaks down into microplastics, while others become massive floating garbage patches. Have you heard of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch? It's a floating island of plastic trash, bigger than Rajasthan. And if we don't act fast, the Indian Ocean could have one of its own soon. And it's not just about floating trash. When plastic breaks down into microplastics, it enters the food chain at the lowest levels. Tiny marine organisms eat it, then small fish eat them, then bigger fish, and finally, we eat those fish. So whether you're vegetarian or non-vegetarian, you can't escape plastic. It's already in our water, soil, and air. It also affects coral reefs. You know those beautiful underwater ecosystems that attract tourists and provide a home for marine life? Plastic pollution damages them, leading to coral bleaching, which further reduces fish populations. And guess what? Less fish means higher seafood prices, fewer jobs, and a weaker fishing industry. So where is all this plastic coming from? Us. We use billions of plastic bags, straws, and bottles every year. And here's the shocking part. Less than 10% of it gets recycled. The rest? Straight into our rivers and oceans, suffocating marine life and making seafood dangerous to eat. And here's another problem. Plastic doesn't disappear. A single plastic bottle takes 450 years to break down. That means the plastic we throw away today will still be floating around when our great-great-grandkids are alive. So what's the solution? It's pretty simple, right? Use less plastic. But wait, we've all heard that before. And the problem still exists. That's because plastic is deeply embedded in our daily lives. It's cheap, convenient, and used in everything, from packaging and clothing to household items. So, what's the real solution? An alternative. We need a material that is just as versatile, affordable, and durable as plastic, but with less environmental damage. And the good news? Scientists and companies around the world are working on it. Biodegradable plastics, plant-based packaging, and reusable materials are being developed as we speak. But until those alternatives become mainstream, we need to do our part. Here are 3 easy ways you can help right now. 1. Carry your own reusable bag instead of taking plastic ones. 2. Say no to plastic straws and cutlery. Opt for metal or bamboo ones. 3. Support local cleanup drives. Be part of the change. And remember, small changes lead to big impacts.